Dubai, get ready to groove because Bastille will be coming to town on November 1st, Coca-Cola Arena. And right now, we are sitting with Will, the guitar guru from the band. Welcome to the show, Will. How are you?
I'm very, very well. I've never been called a guitar guru before. I like that.
You like that? You've never, I don't believe that. You've never been called the guitar guru.
No, I'm just the guitar guy.
Guitar guy. Okay, so where are we talking to you from right now?
I am in our record label's offices in London, and they're not here because apparently they don't work on Fridays. So it's good to know that everyone says, I'm here. I'm
So you have
holding
the
down the fort still.
you have the place all to yourself.
I know it's kind of like being at school after hours. It's pretty exciting.
So how is London right now? Is it raining? How is the weather like?
I don't know why you'd assume it was raining. It is raining. It always rains. It's a bit grey, but it's not too cold. So it's about as good as it gets here this time of year. But we're certainly looking forward to some nicer weather when we come to Dubai.
Oh,
See.
yes, yes, yes. Speaking of Dubai, when are you coming? Are you going to be coming on the day of your concert, a little before? What are you looking forward to seeing in Dubai?
We come the day before, and then I think we have a day off the day after. So yeah, we're hopefully going to do some interesting sightseeing. I've been up the Burj Khalifa before. I'm going to do that again because it's my favorite building in the entire world. And I also have some family out there. My wife's brother has family out there, so I'm seeing some friends and some family, and yeah, it's going to be nice. I might try and do some horse riding in the desert if I can. So I'm really excited.
Oh, that's nice. Looks like you guys have a nice itinerary planned. So tell us, where are you guys staying? Because we would love to recommend some stuff close by for you guys to do.
I'm not actually sure where we're staying yet. I haven't looked at
Oh,
the plan, but
bummer.
I'm sure we'll be vaguely central. I don't know. But yeah, sorry, I can't. Also, if I told you, then everyone would know.
No, no one would know. It's off the record. It just stays between you and I.
I genuinely don't know.
Okay. Okay, so I want to ask about Bastille. How did that name come about?
It came about because when you start a band, it's really hard to think of a name, it turns out. And our singer's birthday is the 14th of July, which in France is a national holiday to celebrate when the prison called Bastille in French was stormed and overtaken by the people. And so it's a big holiday called Bastille Day, or the Jour de Bastille, I'd imagine in French. And it's Dan's birthday. And Dan, being a huge egomaniac, decided we had to name the band after his birthday. We all just thought, and also in English, it sort of sounds quite cool. And it's like, because it's very French, it's not a very it's like not a common word. So it's like quite arresting to be like Bastille. But then we go to France and they, I think, are slightly offended because we're like, hello, we're the Bastille. And they're like, no, no, your pronunciation is Bastille. We're like, nope, we're going to say Bastille. So,
Oh, the poor French,
I feel bad for those
using
guys.
the word wrong.
I know. But interestingly, in Holland, they call us Barastel, which I much prefer Barastel.
Brasser.
So
Oh,
maybe,
that's nice. Loads of variation for a very simple name, you would think.
I know. But it technically should be Bastille.
Bastille. But anyway, we are used to calling you guys the Bastille, and a
Yeah.
massive fan base here in Dubai. But what are the band dynamics like? Like, who is close to who? Who is the, like the third wheeler of the group? Who's the funny guy? Who's the egomaniac? Like, tell us about the dynamics.
I'm the least popular, I would argue. I never hang out with any of them. We all hate each other. No, we all get on really well. I don't think there's any like sort of alliances like that. I think we're all pretty chilled. We're kind of lucky because everyone's quite like relaxed. I think often if you had bands where, you have very mercurial characters and people who are very like strong-willed and heated, we're all kind of laid back and like, so we never really fight. There's not much contention between us. I'd say I was probably the one who goes out least. So the others actually spend more time together. So maybe they hate me. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think they do. If you told me that, I'd be like, yeah, that seems fair enough.
Okay, we love this self-deprecating humor you have going on here. But okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And what is your favorite part about touring with the band? Actually, before that, tell me, do you have any favorite bands that you've been looking up to as you grew up, and or any bands that you guys feel like you're quite similar to?
We're not similar to them, but my favorite band growing up was the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And we have unfortunately never had the opportunity, because obviously being in a band, one of the benefits is you sometimes will do a festival and your favorite band will be there. And so we've never actually come across them in all these years. Another band that I loved, who we did do some shows with, was Incubus. So when I was like 16, 17, I was obsessed with Incubus. And then we did a couple of shows a few years back, and they were headlining. We were opening, I think it was a festival, and they were so good. And just, it was kind of a bit depressing though, because Brandon Boyd, the singer, A, the most beautiful man you've ever seen in your life, and just so handsome, and B, he's only about like 4 years older than me, because they were so young when they made it big. So to me, I was expecting them to be like way older, because I remember being a teenager when he was famous, and it turns out he's about my age and much more successful. So that was depressing, but also amazing, because I got to see Incubus live, which was fun.
Okay, so any collabs that we can be looking forward to, speaking of like your favorite bands and stuff, any crossovers, collabs?
We haven't got any planned. We're always open. The phone's always, just call us, anyone. Rihanna, give us a ring. Beyonce, yeah. It's weird that they haven't, actually. I would have thought Eminem and Beyonce would have been on the phone years ago.
Strange.
But no, it turns out Beyonce, she's busy or something. We're absolutely open to collaborating with everyone.
And any festivals that you guys have on your bucket list of performing, like, you know, Coachella or any like of the big fests?
We have been quite lucky because we've done so many of the really big ones that we love. Obviously in the UK, Glastonbury is the biggest. We've played the Pyramid stage, which was like a real sort of career highlight. I guess we could still improve on that by headlining. So that could be a thing. We played Coachella a couple of times. We've done a lot of them. There's I know that sounds horribly arrogant. So in answer to your question, we've already done it, mate. We've played every
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me personally, headlining Glastonbury that's the sort of thing growing up in Britain that you just, if you're a musician, that's like the dream. Also, weirdly for me, one that's probably slightly less true for the rest of the band, headlining Reading Festival would be, for me, a bit of a dream, just because when I was, I think 15, I saw the Chili Peppers headline it, and that was the moment when I was like, I want to be in a band, man. So that would be nice. So yeah, maybe headlining Reading. Okay,
so they've been a big influence in your life, the Chili Peppers.
I know, I keep talking about them.
Okay, so I'm sure you know that Dubai has a massive international crowd. You won't see people from just one nationality or ethnicity. You'll see people from all over the world here. So how does a diverse crowd influence your, choices in songs and just the tracks that you'll be playing out on November 1st?
I don't think it does really. We all live in London, which is a very diverse city. I mean, we've all got. I don't think it would influence our choice of music. I think, to be a hippie about it, music's music, and everyone loves music, so we just play a song. Also, we're limited to our songs. It's not like, we can suddenly delve into our Middle Eastern section of the Bastille back catalogue. We're like, you get the Bastille songs. So yeah, I don't think it will particularly influence it. It'll just be fun. Also, we just because we're not promoting an album or anything at the minute, so largely we'll just be playing songs from our back catalogue that we like. So
okay, can the audience expect the very famous, the very loved Pompei?
We'd probably do Pompei. No, we always do Pompei. I think not to do it would be a bit of an insult. There'll be all the big ones, Pompei and the remix of Pompei that we did, and maybe Flaws. There you go. That's our hits. Oh no, we had Happier too. There'll be Happier. God, there's so many. We're huge. It's great.
Honestly, it's great. You guys have stayed together for the longest time, and we know with like bands, usually they have multiple fallouts, arguments. You hear all of this, in the media, and it makes headlines with so many like very famous bands. How do you guys deal with conflicts within the bands when they arise?
We don't really have that many. as I said earlier, we're all very we're quite relaxed. The closest we ever came to a real falling out was Woody and myself, because there was an argument about which came first, the stingray, the animal, or a shark. Now, my contention was they perhaps both had a common ancestor, and Woody and our sound guy Ben thought that the shark came first and then flattened it out into a stingray. We may have been drinking, but this literally descended into. We weren't close to a physical fight, but it was heated. I still maintain I'm right. I've never looked it up. I'm sure they have a common ancestor. So that's
That
the
is
sort of
so
thing we're fighting
random.
about.
That's so random. I hope the audience gets to witness this banter on stage, because it's giving. It slaps.
You say that now, but when we start actually brawling over the evolutionary origins of a shark, you'll wish you hadn't said that.
Okay, so okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So speaking of like audiences, have you had any really memorable fan interactions that you can share with us?
Oh, we have so many. There's always it's always sweet because it's always sweet because sometimes that's terrible. Sometimes you'll have people who come on stage and do proposals, which is never ceases to be like the most touching thing. So we've had a couple of those. We recently, for the first time ever, had someone come on stage and play drums who wasn't in the band. It was a guy at a gig, and he held up a sign saying, "Can I play Pompei on the drums?" And then Woody was like, "Yeah, come on." And it turned out this guy was like a really good drummer, but he was like really funky. I preferred it. I think Woody was a bit offended. I was like, that guy, it was swinging. So that was always quite fun. Well, there's just
That
the fans are
backfired for
great.
Woody.
Backfired for Woody because we're now going to fire him and employ this other guy. So he doesn't know yet. It'll be the big surprise at the Dubai show.
Poor Woody. Poor Woody. I see some banter there, a little bit of friction.
There's so much. Yeah, me and Woody, we're arch enemies.
Yeah, I think one can tell. Oh, but you guys are coming to Dubai. Dubai is so excited for this. What are you most excited about, like just coming here? The food, the attractions, meeting friends. Have you ever tried a shawarma, by the way, or an Oman chip sandwich?
Shawarma, it's delicious. I love Dubai. I love like the diverse culture. I love the fact that it has food from all over the world there. People. I love the Burj Khalifa. I think it's just the most incredible piece of architecture in the world. It never ceases to amaze me. This time I'm going to try, because I on occasion ride horses, so I might try and ride some horses in the desert.
Have you ridden a horse before?
Say again?
Have you ever ridden horses before?
Yeah, no, I ride regularly.
Okay.
So yeah, but I've never ridden in the desert, or even been to the desert when I've been in the Emirates. So that might be really nice. And like I said, I know a few people out there, so I'm going to meet some friends for a spot of lunch. Maybe it's going to be nice, relaxing.
Well,
enjoy the weather.
Speaking of weather, it's raining right now, and you guys are coming on the 1st of November. So let's hope and pray that you guys also witness the lovely Dubai rains, because I'm sure you don't get enough of it in London.
How often does it rain in Dubai?
Not very often. Like it's after like I think 4 or 5 months we're seeing rain. But imagine you guys leave London.
Unwelcome news, I must say.
No, I'm sure by the time y'all come, it'll be nice and sunny.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'll eat shawarma in the sun, on the back of a horse, in the desert. What a night out.
Yeah, you're manifesting all the right things. Okay, a desert night out for Bastille, Burj Khalifa. So I think all of your fans can be camping out at those exact locations, expecting you all there on 2nd November.
If they're lucky, I may ride a horse up to the Burj Khalifa, jump off, shawarma in hand, covered in sand from the desert. It's going to be,
my God.
A dream.
That is like ultimate. It does not get more Dubai than that. You will be the Dubai man, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Like you just presented yourself as Dubai's ultimate ambassador.
I know. I'm pitching for a job.
I think just replace the horse with a camel.
Oh, good. I met a camel once. They're lovely, aren't they? They've got really big eyelashes. Very pretty.
Big eyelashes, droopy lips.
Yeah. My type of creature.
Okay, so November 1st, Coca-Cola Arena. Dubai is really looking forward to you guys coming. We cannot wait to see you guys perform live. in concert. So thank you so much, Will, for joining us on the Lovin Dubai show.
Thanks. It's been fun.
It's been fun. Thank you guys for watching. Catch us same time, same place tomorrow, and make sure to get your tickets to catch this amazing man and his band live in concert.